What's going on, Charles Botensten? So I've been asked, God knows how many times, why are you doing this? Why are you on YouTube? Why are you making videos? Why are you talking into a camera on a Saturday when it's 21 degrees in New York City and it's snowing like today? Why are you doing this? So I thought about it, and I don't know actually in the beginning, because I'm probably 2 or 3 years into it, and I didn't know in the beginning. I think I wanted to speak and write books and everything because I didn't know about real estate, which I'm in. And now that I want to build a real estate company, I'm like, why am I doing this? So I'm going to bring out a couple ideas that I wrote down. So number one is it's 100% for you. And the reason it's 100% for you is because I didn't have this. I didn't have the internet. I didn't have YouTube when I was growing up. I graduated college in 2003, and it was the beginning stages. We had AOL Instant Messenger, and that was about it. You guys literally have right now way more technology than I did on a computer 10, 15 years ago. Facebook wasn't around, YouTube wasn't around, Instagram, all that other jazz that most of everyone takes for granted. So I didn't have anyone to look for. I didn't have any way to Google anything. You know, I think Google was around. It was obviously, yes, it was around, but that's the thing, is that it wasn't like known. The internet wasn't a big thing. Google wasn't a big thing. So if I had this, I would probably not be paying attention in school. I would probably pay attention less in school than I did. So number one is it's 100% you, is because I want to give back to the people that may not have mentors, or the people that are on the path, but a lot of their friends are not. Because there's not a lot of people that are into bettering themselves, because they have to question themselves, they have to lower their ego, they have to become a better person, they have to install better habits, they have to know that they can create the future, which is woo-woo, it's taboo in society, so it's a bunch of bullshit, to be honest. Once people started finding out, they don't care. People in the beginning would be like, oh, you're going to the Tony Robbins event? Now Tony Robbins is accepted and praised. So I was one of the early adopters, I should say. So I said 100% you. It's also 100% for me, because everything that I say on here, I need to do, or else I'm a fraud. If I say to eat well, but I'm not eating well, which was a year ago, which was like 6 months ago, I had an insecurity because I was saying, this is what you need to do, but I wasn't doing it myself. So I turned that around. Stephen Pressfield, highly recommend a book called Turning Pro. It's linked below. Yes, it's Amazon affiliated. Get like, I don't know, a couple pennies or whatever. So in there it says you have to turn pro. Enough of this bullshit, enough about excuses or failure or what people are gonna think. Just ship it out, as Seth Godin says, just ship it out. So in other words, I had to change myself. So as much as I'm doing this for you, I'm also doing it for myself, because if I'm not doing it, not only am I a fraud, but I don't have security, I don't have the confidence in life. And in confidence, literally, confidence is doing what you say you're gonna do. So if you say, I'm gonna go to the gym, and you go to the gym, you're gonna get confident. It's like a debit account. If you start taking money out by not going to the gym and saying you're going to the gym, you're gonna be bankrupt, which is, in health terms, you're gonna have a stroke, or you're gonna have a heart attack, or you're gonna be obese, or type 2 diabetes, or you're just not gonna be happy, and you're gonna be lethargic and things like that. So I wasn't living up to my own expectations. So moving on. I've always been a creator. Though I suck at art and even writing, I've always been a creator. I've always wanted to build things, from a young age, whether it was websites. I was always into learning on my own. I never was entitled, never entitled. I never thought I deserved anything. I always knew that everything that I wanted in life was, I needed to earn it or learn about it. So I learned HTML when HTML was not cool. There's something called Microsoft Front Page, which was, 2004, 2003. I don't even think it exists anymore, but it was building your own website. I had quickielinks.com, which I sold off, and I recently went to. I don't think it's a URL anymore. Okay, also I'm doing this for the big game. All right, so the big game is talking in front of a lot of people, being asked to speak, and I'm ready because I've already produced content. I already have maybe a legacy to people, which there's actually another one, legacy for my kids and my grandkids that I obviously don't have, But this is practice for the big game. You know, when Jordan or Kobe or anyone, LeBron, they go out and they're shooting free throws, shooting free throws, shooting free throws. They know they're not practicing for the game. They're practicing for Game 7 in the championship. You know, when someone like Tom Brady, who I'm not a fan of because I'm a Jets fan, but Tom Brady, unbelievable athlete. You know, Michael Phelps, unbelievable athlete. He's practicing for the gold medal race. He's not thinking about the time trials. He's not thinking about making the team. He's not thinking about all the races leading up to the gold medal, to the medal round. He's thinking about me winning the gold medal. So that's me thinking into the future. I'm going to be ready because I'm practicing now. It's all about the practice. I heard an amazing quote. This just blew my mind. I forgot who said it. Oh no, something Bill Cunningham or something like that. He's the rich dad from Rich Dad Poor Dad. And he said, practice to improve. Practice to improve. So don't just go to the gym. Go to the gym and just get a little bit better. Read a little bit faster. Become a little bit better. Don't just practice and make sales calls to make sales calls. Make sales calls to get a little bit better. Practice to improve. Unbelievable thing. That just hit me. You know, I don't know if it hit you at all. Keeps me accountable, like I said, especially 5-10 years away from where I want to go. And obviously is when, see, this is the thing, is when you're building up your following, when you're building up your confidence to talk a little bit more vulnerable, a little bit deeper, when you're learning and you're being held accountable and people may see you in the streets and say 2 years or 3 years or 5 years or 10 years or whatever, you're practicing, you're building, but the biggest thing is it's all about the building. Because once you're at the top, once you're the Tony Robbins, the Les Brown, the Brian Tracy, the Jack Canfields, once you're at the top of the game, once you're the Tom Brady's, the Michael Phelps, the LeBrons, the Kobe's, once you're at the top, you have to maintain it. Because people expect you to be the best. They expect you to win the championships. So you have to maintain it at that level. But building up, there's steps along the way. You want $1 million, I give you $1 million, but you don't know what to do with it. You don't know how to save it. You don't know how to make $1 million again. I give you an amazing body. You don't know how to make it. You don't know how to maintain an amazing body. So this is really me building up to, in the future, maintaining a quality video, a quality, what I'm talking about in the future, whatever I'm going to be talking about, the content gets better. My enthusiasm, my health, my mindset gets better. The video quality gets better. There's going to be editing. There's going to be music. There's going to be jump cuts. You know, it's like, it's going to get better. I know it. I see it. I just hope, I won't say anything about this year, 2017. But anyway, why am I doing it? I'm doing it for you. Obviously, I don't make any money. It really, if anything, it would be from any links that I have on Amazon. And to be honest, that's only, that's nothing, because I guess you guys don't click on it. I don't really mind as long as you read the books. However, I'm not one of my main money obviously is from BPI, which is my real estate company, but the only reason I'm putting this out is because I also know that I'm going to have a brand in the future for speaking and writing and everything else, but I'm also going to be building the company. And I know that people that sell bullshit online, I'm not going to name any names, but there's plenty of people, the quick fix, the $1 million book, the $1 million lesson, the 5 tips to get it in a 6-pack, buy it for $3.99. It's like, dude, that's your life. That's your life. And then, okay, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I don't know if it's good or not, but that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And have an awesome day. Subscribe to the video. Talk to you guys soon.